is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. Well, you're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Well, yes, Tom, your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. And, you heard that with Carlos. We want to send some good white light out to Carlos and to Marty. They're both on those promos, and send some good white light out there. They both are a little sick, folks. To begin a great relationship, know what you want. Know what the needs of your body are and what the needs of your mind are and what fits well with you. There are millions of men and women, and some of them will make a good match for you and others won't. The two of you only need to be like a what? A key and a lock, a match that works. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 23. NASDAQ is off 26. S&Ps are off 4.5. Gold contract trading down $4.10 at $12.77 an ounce. Silver down 27 cents, $16.96 an ounce. Copper down 6 pennies at $3.09 a pound. Light sweet crude down 10 cents, $57.24 a barrel. And what you're going to have, we're going to have the API numbers out at 4:30 this afternoon. Notes, 10-year note up 1 tick, 125.13. 30-year bond up 13 ticks, 154.20. King dollar up 133 ticks, 94.790. The euro is trading at 115, almost 116 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113, almost 114 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. On what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have out here? So we get the SPY. You're trading at, we got to a high first off, 259.35. We're at 258.40. So you get a high. You get light volume. You failed to hold the high. Bottom line, we'll see if, in fact, that's what we're going to have into the close out here today. We haven't had that in years. Not years. I'm exaggerating a little, but bottom line, we haven't had it. What we do have out here, let's see how we're looking here. So we get a shot at it going into the low. We have a high volume low that was established out here at 10 past 12. Bottom line, 258.09, that's a high volume low, so you have the shot of going into that level. We take a look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. Same type of setup inside the NDX 100. Bottom line is at 154.08. That was the high. It's going to be light volume. Bottom line, we'll see how this shakes out. Now, what does get interesting out here is that this is, if we put this up, and a lot of the tigers in the den were talking about this today, and this is quite a day. Because this is a year later from the election. And when you look at this chart, and I bring this chart back, folks, you had the Qs a year ago trading at 115, and you're at 153. We take a look at the SPY. We'll do the same thing. We'll bring that SPY back. Let's see, daily, where is she? Okay, so we bring that SPY back. The SPY, there it is right there, 211, and it's 258. So big numbers in 1 year without a lot of grief. We had a retracement from March, big deal. You went from 240 down to 231. That was just about, well, let's see. Then in July, you went from 248 to 241. Yeah, both times minimal. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract intraday down here. They slammed it intraday, brought it down, let's see. There she is. Okay, so intraday brought it down from 1280 to 1272. And bottom line, it's making its way all the way back topside. You're going to get a rejection of lower price. You're going to have lighter volume. You're going to have all of that happening, and you do have that happening right now. Silver, they got down to 1702. That's trading 1704. 10,000 contracts. If you want to see something wild, this is pretty cool, actually. This is pretty sick, meaning something that wants higher price. You get 10,000 coming into, well, 11,300. So we're in a different contract. Bottom line is that you're still pulling back, and that pullback is on lighter volume. Now, notes and bonds, folks, these babies just look like they're going to take off like a rocket ship. So watch what we had happen out here today. You had the 10-year note first, and this happened early. This morning, you know, technically the way this was set up this morning was like, oh man, you just want to break topside. So this morning on the 10-year, you got down to 125.06. Well, 125.10 is the lows of the high, the last swing high from the 13th of October. It rejected it. We've done 1.1 million, and guess what? You're going to close right at the highs up here. We're at 125.13. The swing point is 125.25. That thing looks to me like it wants to just take it apart. We go into the 30-year. 30-year has overtaken the swing point. 30-year right now, we've done 241,000 contracts. That's overtaken the swing point of 154.05. We've done 241,000, and that's going into 295. Now, I said I don't think that's going to go. It's not going to do 45,000 in 50 minutes. I don't expect it's going to. So that's going to be a little bit lighter volume. That being said, the way this is pushing into your next swing point at 272, this looks to me like it's going to be a hard jump and a heartbeat, getting up into this 158.09. If we go over to the TLT and take a look at the TLT, TLT is up 60 cents. The TLT's gone in 7 days from 122 to 126. That overtook the swing point. Now that overtook the swing point with volume. We did 6.2 million versus 4.9. That's a game is up for 129, the highs. And then when you take that and you put this together with the XLF, this is where it gets really interesting, meaning your probability gets much higher. So the XLF had made a high out here on the 26th with 41 million. You're coming off that with 51 million. Each and every one of those banking stocks are going south with volume expanding. That says, see ya, don't want to be ya. Dow Industrials down 31, NASDAQ off 28, S&P's down 5.5. We're going to be right back, folks. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 34. Nasdaq's off 29. S&P's up 5.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil's got an outstanding show every trading day right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. And you can get this program anywhere in the world right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you can take a look at Basil's newsletter. You can test drive it 30 days absolutely free. You go to newsletters. Go to Trading Newsletters. See the opening call right there. Test drive it 30 days, absolutely free. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
Good. Hello, look at that rocket ship. Holy cow. Look at that.
Look at the one on the right. That's the monthly chart. So if anyone's looking at the Tiger TV, you've got on the left, daily chart with the Chapman wave notation. Middle, you've got the weekly, and on the right, you've got the monthly. And look at that. This is the low, the November, I believe. Yep, from the November low in the Dow at about 17,800, you've had one red candle. And it was almost an excuse for
and
a
it was
candle
tiny.
Because,
yeah, right. right. Seriously, man.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting period because now we've got into November. We've survived the usual September, October period where people expect a lot of volatility. We didn't get it. So, what do fund managers do? Do they try to lock in gains? Do they wait till the end of the year? Do people say, let's have tax selling? Let's hold off because we want to get through to January. Then we'll sell because you don't want to give up these gains, but we've seen many times. You
don't pay a tax the following year, right?
Right, and then basically, then you've got different longer-term perhaps gains. But the most important thing about it is that I don't believe you should ever think of tax consequences when you've got a gain, because that can evaporate between now and the end of the year. So I think that should be a separate issue completely.
Yeah, no doubt, but it's not.
It's not most of the time, but it really should be. So what I'm looking at here is you see this black line. This is the 9-period exponential moving average.
Yes.
On the Dow daily. That's at 23,448. So for my subscribers to my opening call, we've got some subscribers who have still long and intermediate term a small position in the Dow from around 22,300. But it's actually a little over a week ago, we went short a small position via the DOG, which is 1-to-1 short, and we're still holding that position. It's less than 1% off when we got it. So I'm giving it a little bit of room. We haven't really added to the short side. In fact, we've got 6 long positions, and as I'm speaking to you right now, they're all positive. Bank of America is up about 15%. That particular Dow Diamond position's up 5. The DBC, now that's really interesting, because that's where I said, there's a little bit more weighting based on the oils in this particular tracking fund, DB Commodity Index Tracking Fund. Let's see if we can get another leg D to the upside. We've been long since the 14.82 level back in August. And of course, with crude oil running so sharply, this is now at 16.43. It has made this leg D. I'm going to have to make some kind of decisions about it. It's leg E in the weekly chart, and in the Chapman Wave methodology, the attempt is always to try to get to at least a D. So we've got our D here. So this is something I'm going to be watching. I'm not sure if crude oil is ready to pull back. I think there's still quite a bit of uncertainty there, but that's a big move that crude oil has had. So that's that. And General Motors, which we've been long since the 34s, we had 2 positions actually. We took 1 position off for a 19% profit, and this one has about a 20% profit. We're still keeping, and I'm trying to keep that as a more longer term. I hope I can for General Motors. Did make that D in the daily at 46.76 back in October the 24th. And the weekly chart has gone to a leg E, it's a peak E actually, and the monthly is in leg D. So I'm rewatching General Motors very closely, but so far it's done very, very nicely. And, remember I spoke to you about the dollar, that I had this, I call it a left side, right side arch formation in the weekly chart, and it went 35 weeks up and then 35 weeks down. And then on September the 10th, gave us a signal. I'm just showing this, I'm making it bigger. So it went from 91s back in May of 2016,
Yes.
all the way to 103 back in January of this year. That took 35 weeks. And then you can just see right there, exactly 35 weeks, it comes down back to the 91s, hit 91.01 on the 8th of September. So we've been long, and I'm anticipating that the dollar will give us that leg D. It missed it by a penny today. It went to 95.15. I'm just moving this away to show you the chart. And that says to me, especially with crude oil acting the way it is, yeah, there it is. So 95.15 back on September the, October the 27th. And today went to exactly to the penny. So it hasn't gone to the leg D, but it's given all the characteristics of a D. So I'm watching this really closely because at this point, I would expect that the dollar has had a really nice gain for pullback, that gold, which has had quite a bit of a pullback, starts to find some kind of a base, and for at least a week or so, there's some kind of a counter trend move. But this weekly chart in the dollar is acting, look, it's acting very well. I think it's acting very well, in fact, considering where it came from. So I'm going to try to hold this position as long as possible. And it's just fascinating that this is a market that the semiconductor index, which we tried to short, were wrong, and has gone all the way to 104.35. And the kind of rule on Wall Street is that stocks, or whatever it is you're looking at, if it gets to about the 95, 96 area, very often it'll go to the 103, 105 is the next level. So here it is at 103.96. You've got NVIDIA coming out, very important part of the SMHs, the semiconductor market vectors ETF. So I think it's going to be, everything about this says that the technicals have held very well in both the daily and the weekly. Even the monthly has continued screaming to the upside. But visually, it looks like this definitely needs a break. Yeah. And I think that until the semis really pull back about 5 or 8 points, I don't think we're going to get a really decent consolidation. So this is my benchmark right now.
But Basil, by any chance, have you ever, as you're going through these, right? I know you love that 9-period exponential average, and I'm looking at it. Have you ever, how long, if you know, the longest that stayed above it? Because as we were going through these, I was looking at the Dow. The Dow has stayed there, like 30 days a couple times. Right. The SMHs are over 30 days right now, but I was just curious whether you've ever looked at that.
Yes, I've looked at it very often, and it can kill me sometimes because all you had to do was buy whatever it is and wait for it to break the 9-period moving average. Look, even the Dow, from the moment it broke.
No,
in a
I'm with you.
monthly chart.
The question is it
This
a
is the
month? Is it
question,
2
yes.
months? Is it 5 months? You know.
The longest I've seen it go for is about every once in a while. Oil did that a long time ago, 2000, and I think it was.
When it shot to 134, 135 or something?
Yeah. So oil did that this is the period before when it screamed to the high. I could do this in a moment. But on a daily basis, it's rare to not see a close below the 9-period moving average. Look, this is the Dow from the 26th of September. Till today, it has not yet closed under. That is, I wouldn't call it a record, but it is extreme.
Yeah.
It's up the,
Right.
very high.
Listen, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters, opening call, 30 days right now, free. Basil, thanks so much. Have a great one, a safe one. Look for the show tomorrow.
Thank you, Tom. You too.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are down 34, Nasdaq's off 28, S&Ps are off 5.5. Let's go to our man Asim in Dallas, Texas. Hey, Asim, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Can you
Appreciate
hear
it. What are we going to look at today?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. You got me? I can hear you. We just Missed him. Maybe he'll call back. Okay. He wants to look at Gilead Science. Gilead, low for the year is $63. The high is 86. It's trading $73 right now. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so let me see this for a second. So I already come out with their numbers. I can hear the phone ringing. Okay, so I see what he's looking at. It's coming back at the $74 where it broke topside from. 71.44. This is going to be interesting watching this shake out. I can see what he's looking at. So what he's looking at is that it came off the lows, two separate signs of strength. I believe we have him right back. What's going on, brother?
Hi, I'm just wanted to call you about Gilead Science.
Yes. Okay, so I can see what you're looking at. It comes off the low in June, has volume behind the move. Now, have you bought it yet, or are you looking to buy it? Okay, it's not going to fly. That's all right. It's not going to fly. He's going to have to listen to me on through the phone or something. Okay, so what you have here is this, folks, is that you have two separate signs of strength, which is a good scene. It had got under the second sign of strength, which is $74.20. Now, it's done it with light volume. That says that you actually should wait till it gets to the top of the first sign of strength, which would be $71.44. That's kind of how that's laid out. But I can see on a weekly basis what he's looking at. Let me just do this on a monthly. Yeah, on a monthly. And this is an equity you got to be careful with, because what you still have here, it's down off the high of 123, and I see it's holding it up. Okay, that's pretty good actually. 63.50 is what's holding it up. You want to see something, folks, that is just wild with these high volume lows. So this had a high volume low in April of 2014, $63.50, right? It goes all the way up. So that was April 14th. It goes to 123, so it doubles in price by June of 2015. And where's it come right back to? Guess what? 63.88, 63.75. That was the test of 63.50. So I believe that's what he's looking at. And I would just let it come back into that first sign of strength when you take this on the weekly, because we've closed, we're under the second sign of strength. The second sign of strength was the week of the 1st of September. That's when it went from 74 to 84. You're at 73.11. When you get underneath that bottom line, it's like, okay, you want to go back to the first one. So it's setting up. That's the bottom line. It is setting up. Let's go look at the some of the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials out here. As we come into the close, you get another 26 minutes into the close. What's putting negative points into the Dow out here today? It's all the financials, folks. You got Goldman putting 31 negative, JP Morgan 16, American Express 6. Putting positive points, Boeing putting 12 positive, Procter & Gamble 5, DuPont 5. Inside the NDX 100, this is what you have inside the NDX. NDX, the move is out here today, is that you have Walgreens is up 3.2%, INCY is up 2.4%, Comcast is up 2.3%, Viacom is up 2%. Taken away from it. It's a monster move, baby. It is one monster move. You got Priceline down 13.5%, or $261. Skyworks is down 4.6%, or $5.39. You got Microchip Technology down 3.4%, or $3.80. Let's just go back to Priceline just for a second. This is one vicious move. So you've done 878,000 contracts. This is the second gap on the way down. You have You come off the high with volume. This is going to be vicious, man. When you come off the high with volume, bottom line, folks, you get a correction that's bigger than a normal correction. So your first leg down took you from 2067 to 1845. This leg here has gone from 1958 to 1642. That's taken apart everything. Bottom line, what's sticking out like a sore thumb, 1600 to 1436. That is on the weekly. You put this on the monthly. And on a monthly, what you have, this is going to be really dangerous because this is going to be like amazing, actually, if this thing shakes out like it looks like it's going to technically. So on, yeah, you broke the whole trend. You talk about if you have the out of time in the trade, you see how a trend break with conviction. You got one that's pretty insane here. And that's saying we have 1290 to 954 on the table. Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Hey, Brent, what's going on, brother?
How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Tom O'Brien, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself? Sorry, man.
You there, Tom?
I am here. Okay, you guys got to get this thing together out here, folks. Sorry, Brent. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. Okay, so some of the higher, oh, here, let's go to JP Morgan for a second, okay? JP Morgan right now, down hard. JP Morgan's down $2.28. You're at 98.53. Bottom line, you're coming off the high, also with volume. 11 million shares you've done so far. That's after making a high with 13 million. Bottom line, let's see what we got game here. You know what's amazing here is that it's like, why all of a sudden do these banks are getting unloaded, and simultaneously those bonds, now they haven't gone topside, but they look like they're going to go topside in a big way. It's like, okay, what's coming down the pike here, meaning lower rates. But the way this is setting up, that's how this is shaking out. After the close out here, and that's the futures will not be open when NVIDIA comes out. NVIDIA, which has been a powerhouse, they're coming out at 20 past 4. If we go take a look at their numbers have been pretty intense. So we'll see what they come out with. 5 years ago, they did $4.3 billion. This year, they're doing $6.9 billion, and they expect to do $9 billion this fiscal year. So they're going to be looking to do $2.4 billion in 90 days. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 23. NASDAQ is off 25. S&Ps are off 4. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered
what
exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet,
well, it's not working.
information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows.
I can hear them
live during those shows.
And then they can't hear me.
To all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Right now, Dow is down 20, Nasdaq's off 23, S&Ps are off 4. So check this out. So the amount of U.S. Treasury bonds being held as strips by investors swelled this past October by 2.9% to $250 billion. That's the largest monthly gain for the zero coupon bond securities in more than a year. Treasury Department data released last night. The instruments which banks create from Treasury bonds by separating the principal and coupon payments offer a way for investors to maximize duration and are being lapped up by big pension funds and international buyers. Yet while the total pile of strips is bigger than it's ever been, their share of total Treasury bond market has actually diminished over the past decade as the universe of U.S. government debt has ballooned. Bottom line, it's interesting, we're just talking about the aspect of notes, bonds, all of that, and it looks to me like there's more demand than there is supply. Let's go back to our man Brent in California. Hey, Brent, what's happening, brother?
You there, Tom?
It's yeah, loud and clear, baby. It's a beautiful thing.
Good deal.
Totally, man. How you been?
I've been great. How about yourself?
Good, man, good. So, Chicago Bridge and Iron, huh?
Yeah, I bought this. I've done well with it already. I bought it down when it got down in the 9s. And then sold it up at 16. But my question was on the chart, on the daily chart.
Yes.
If you can go back to June. There's kind of a big sign of strength, that big, tall, long bar there.
Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so they design, engineer, construction, build, repair, liquid terminals, storage tanks, vessels. The low's 955, the high's 36.
So my question was, does the gap down? I kind of went back into that gap with less volume, but what kind of has the more important aspect to it? The sign of strength? Did it should go back and test that, or that it went up through the gap with less strength?
Yeah. So let's see here. So you get, this is kind of cool, folks. So watch this. You get a nice sign of strength in June. You go higher, but you don't take out a swing point, which is always dangerous if you don't take out a swing point, right? Then you come back down and you take out the swing low in August. Then you reject price with dramatically lighter volume in August. We want to see something wild, folks. You're talking about 5.5 million of rejection of 32 million. And then it takes off like a rocket ship. Now, as it takes off, then it gets smoked again. Yeah, this is pretty wild, man. So it filled the gap for sure, right? That's, the gap is 1054. Yeah, we filled it because we went over it. Okay. Man, this is a tough one. Let me pull this closer. I see. So if I pull it closer, what this is saying is that, this can test 1376 again, Brent. That's what it's saying.
Okay.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I've already
though. This
made
is an
my money
interesting
in
chart,
this trade.
man.
I have a little tiny position.
Yeah, this is you don't see charts like this a lot, man. That's and what it is,
something
folks.
different. I want you to look at it and see what you thought.
Yeah, you have strength, then it blows apart. Doesn't do bad, but then still doesn't have. Yeah, you're gonna have to be dangerous with this. I mean, careful with this. This is what I've found, and I know you've heard me say this many times. When these equities, in particular an equity that's been down from quite a bit, from 89, and then when they make a bounce and they can't take out a swing point, they're dangerous, man. Even if you see a sign of strength. So when you see a sign of strength, but it doesn't get into that swing, it's like, okay, man, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Thank you very much, Tom. It's great to talk with you again.
You too, man.
If I don't talk to you before the holidays,
now,
that's you and everybody out there.
Thank you so much. And you also, now I know, you had all your rain deals going. Is the drought still on? What's going on out there?
It's good, yeah. I mean, of course, we had those really bad fires that were not too far from where I live.
Yeah, that's intense, man.
It was really smoky for a while. I mean, nothing compared to what they were dealing with, but it was bad. And then that's, of course, subsided now. We had some rain, and they got that under control, but it was bad. And then, yeah, we've already had a couple of storms, and I think we're in great shape, compared to where we were. It's much better.
That's a beautiful thing. Cooking, brother.
All right, take care, Tom.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go to Maui. Aloha, TJ. What's happening?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Yeah, it's always beautiful in Maui.
Hi, man. I haven't been to Maui in so many years, man, but I remember it so well. It's a different place, man. So the flowers, everything is just gorgeous, man.
Sure is.
What are we going to look at?
I got this stock Pet Dream.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Trade the Nikkei. I've had it since the IPO. It's kind of hovering up here. I don't know. It's been here before. I kind of want you to give me a read on it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, 1 second. 4, 8, 7, 8. This gets interesting. Okay, so let me see. How do I going to do this? Okay. 4, 5, 8, 7. Equity. NKE index. Go. Nope. I didn't get it. I can get this. I used to get these all the time. So what happens, folks, is that over in Asia, stocks are numbers. So I just got to remember how I used to pull these up. NKE index. Okay, 1 second. Let me try it again. 4, 5, 8, 7. Equity. And then I'm going to go to Europe. No, I'm going to go. Okay, I got to go to equity. But I got to go to Japan. Oh, here we go. I got it. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's trading at 3,590 yen. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so it's a biopharma researchers develops. Okay, so the low's 2,300, high's 3,900. Okay, so put this on a weekly. Okay, so, well, I mean, it looks to me like 37, 35 is still game. I mean, that's 2015, you've been hanging up there, and there's a couple high volume highs there, man. You need more volume. I mean, this has been going sideways with light volume, but at least it hasn't gone to highs with light volume. It hasn't tested it yet. I'd let it test it. Those highs. Yeah, the highs from April of 2016 is 3,650 yen. The high from June of 2016 is 37.35. And you can see the 37.35 was the test of 36.50. It was dramatically lighter volume. If you want to see, folks, even overseas, how this works, you had 23 million shares testing, 40 million. It failed. It went from 3,735 yen down to 2,100 yen. Now it's made it all the way back. So this test is going to be important. That's how that shakes out, man.
But didn't it just go to 39.15?
Yeah, it did. I see. 39.15. 8.47. versus 23. Hey, stay right there. Yeah, it did. Hasn't backed off, though. Stay right there. We're going to come right back.
Okay.
877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now down 16. Nasdaq's off 21. S&Ps are off 3.5. NDX just went green. Right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with TJ and Maui. We're talking about Petri Dream. It's an equity. The symbol is 4587 in Tokyo. Yeah, so it did test it, and it backed off. You know, but it's still. It looks to me like, I mean, you could just not let this trade under 33.25, which was the low at last. No, I get this on a weekly. September 29th. You said that just backed down. There were 4.3 million shares going into 8.2. It's like that's going to go for it again, man. That's what it looks like. And if it fails again,
top
then
or the bottom?
I'm sorry.
It's going to go for the top or the bottom?
The top. The top. The bottom right there.
Is this considered distribution or accumulation?
It wouldn't be distribution. What would you need for distribution is this. You'd have to be over the 37.35, right? And you keep breaking highs, and you're breaking highs with light volume, and then you start going sideways with light volume. You can see this is laying, and where I'm going, and it's subtle. See how when it came down the week of the 29th, it did 4.3 million, right? But yet you're still going against 8.2. You know, so when you get close into this, you can see that, hey, man, there's still more buyers than sellers. You know, it hasn't been able to launch this high yet, meaning the 37.35 with conviction, but it certainly there's not sellers in this right now. Still not sellers.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Aloha. Better get in a plane. I better get out there, man. Holy cow. Maui, Hawaii, okay. Right? Totally.
You got it.
Oh, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one, man. Time-wise, Maui, Hawaii. If you've never been to Hawaii, folks, let me tell you something. You get off that plane, the smell of those flowers just blow your mind. It's just gorgeous. Yeah. We're Saved by the Bell and the NDX 100. Let's go take a look at it. It's positive by 2. We are at 63.17. The high yesterday was 63.18. The high today is 63.28. Closing high. This will be a closing high. We lay right here. Coming right back, folks. Lots of numbers for you.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling problem with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people think, feel, do, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their opinion according to their belief system, so whatever they think about you is not about you, but it's about them. That's a hard one to get your head wrapped around. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 8, NASDAQ down 18, S&P's off 2, gold contract down $4.90, traded at $12.7660 an ounce. Silver down 27 cents, $16.96 an ounce. They try to whack gold and silver. Bottom line, rejected lower price, had lighter volume, want higher price. They both want higher price. Copper down 6.5 pennies, trading at $3.09 a pound. Light sweet crude down 14 cents, $57.21 a barrel. We're going to have the API numbers out at 4:30. That good old contract looks like it can run up to $62. It took out its consolidation. Bottom line, it wants higher price. Now, notes and bonds also want higher price. You had the 10-year note flat, 125.12. 30-year bond up 10 ticks, 154.17. The 30-year took out its swing point, wants higher price, lower yield. And if we take a look at the yield on the 10-year right now, we are at 2.313. And what's pretty wild about this is that in the aspect of the last 3 months, that's right in the middle of the range. And, bonds are on a tear, meaning higher price. In fact, if we bring this back, it's almost in the middle of the range of the last 6 months, which is pretty wild when you think of the aspect that rates are supposed to be going up. And guess what? They haven't been going up. King dollar up 133 ticks, 94.790. The euro is trading at just about 116 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is also at 114 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the markets, we're at all-time highs. Once again, bottom line is that particularly the Dow Industrials, it was pretty cool how they're coming into the Dow. And the bell, as Tigress Marie would say, that the bell saved the market. Bottom line, Dow Industrials get into the green. We're up 881. You want to see a neat chart, folks? This is pretty amazing, because, there is some things that are basically pretty close to, not pretty close, yeah, they're pretty close to 2000. And what it is, and 2000, of course, is that the tech stocks were on a tear. The difference here is that these tech stocks are making money hand over fist. In 2000, they weren't making money hand over fist. But check this out. If you're watching Tiger TV, you're looking at a chart. And what that chart is all about jobs and the market. So the job market is slowly but surely heading toward a milestone not seen since when? Since 2000, and 17 years. And what that chart is showing, it's showing the unemployed Americans responding to help wanted ads finding work, while vacancies are still holding at 6.09 million in September. This was just released about 3 minutes ago. Near a record high, according to job openings and labor turnover survey released today. The jobless rate fell in October to 6.5 million. Sustained progress would eliminate the gap for the first time since records going back to 2000. That's pretty intense, man. No doubt about it. Let's go take a look and see if Schnapp come out with numbers yet. Schnapp closed at $15.12. It's trading at $15.34. And let's see what they have to say if they did it. Schnapp. Nope, that's not out yet. An equity that did come out this morning and just got taken to the cleaners once again is Blue Apron. Blue Apron is trading at $3.05. That's the low for the year. The high for the year is $3.03. This equity, I think, went at $10. Let me just see. Where is it? They had a hard time getting this IPO out. Yeah, so it went on June 28th at $10. And you talk about a stock that just got taken to the cleaners. Now, this is an equity that definitely shouldn't have went public. Bottom line is that you go from $11 on the IPO, and there's not one day. In fact, this one just went straight down. So whoever bought this, you talk about a move lower. That is pretty intense. And let's see what they're talking about. Oh, yeah, so bottom line is that thing has been smoked. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, well, what you had out here today, too, is this. The big number out here, I would say, goes right into the XLF. If we take a look at the XLF, what you're going to see is this. XLF came off the highs with volume, 69 million shares. That's after making a high with 41 million. So you're coming off the high with volume. Now, that'll be the negative. Want to go to the positive? Look at the XLE. XLE, we're going to have the numbers out. XLE blew away its swing high yesterday. Monster volume. You did 19 million versus 11. That's an ABC up. You're at $70. That's saying, hey, 73 is game out here. And more than likely, what that's going to be all about, if we go back over, and we'll see this afternoon, right at 4:30, you go back over to that oil contract. You're going to see oil's trading at $57.46. That also had volume behind the move yesterday, big numbers, and that's where the Saudi crackdown on corruption or power grab and all of the above, actually. Bottom line, took oil, took gold, took silver, topside. And if we bring this back and put this on the longer chart, you're going to see that you overtook the $55.24 level, and your next swing point up here is 62.58. And I expect, bottom line, you get a swing point up there, more than likely you're going to see it hit. Numbers. We're going to have a lot of numbers coming out here. Let's see. We get that baby out yet? Not yet. You stay right there, folks. We're coming back with some numbers for you. Dow Industrials finished up 8. You got the NASDAQ down 13. S&P's off 2. We're going to be right back. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Snap just come out with numbers. It closed at $15.12, and that is getting hammered. That's at $12.30 right now. That is quite a hammering. So let's take a look at what they're having to say. The daily active users, they were looking for 180 million. They get the 178. They were looking for a loss of 15 cents. They got a loss of 14 cents. Revenue, they were looking for 235 million. They only got 207. That's the number right there. They're contracting versus growing. And bottom line, ad prices are coming down. So they're going to have some problems out here. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Heck, as we do each and every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. No matter where you're listening right now, of course, you can get it right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. And as you hit Tiger TV, you're going to get some HD quality video as well as audio. And when you do come over to TFNN, you're going to see that you can test drive Andy's newsletter. And if you test drive either one of his newsletters, he has a weekly newsletter, which is the Technomental Commodity Report. He has a daily newsletter, which is the Daily Essentials. What you will get with that is that you're going to get his course, okay? It's the 12 Essential Lessons for Trading Commodities, okay? Great course, 12 months. Of course, we're into November now, so you sign up. You're going to get right on your webpage. You're going to get September, October, and November. And as we move forward, of course, each and every month, you're going to get a new topic so you can understand the commodity business upside down. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Upside down and inside out.
Oh, baby. Couldn't wait to talk to you now, man. We got lots of stuff going.
There's a lot of stuff going today. I guess we'll be on for a while. So, let's start with crude oil, man.
Yeah.
Let's start with that. We talked back in June when the price was 42.05.
Yeah.
And I was saying that, hey, these
55,
crack spreads.
Yep.
Yeah, the crack spread. I said we're going to make a new high for the year. I mean, now we're up in crazy territory. And normally, I would be, I mean, I'm out of my long positions, but I've replaced them with call options, using part of the profit to be able to continue. But the one thing really hanging over the market now is what happened last weekend, because that stuff is shocking. First of all, you have the Iranians firing missiles at the Saudi airport. You have a helicopter crash with a member of the royal family dying. You have massive arrests. You have Prince Al-Walid arrested for corruption. I mean, this is shocking stuff coming out of Saudi Arabia.
Well, you got an aggressive 32-year-old over there, man.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you one thing. He'll never be accused of human rights violations in terms of the arrest that they made over the weekend, as they've put the prisoners in prison in the Ritz-Carlton.
I know.
Which I must tell you, I might sign up for that sentence myself.
And supposedly, folks, the Riyadh Ritz-Carlton is supposed to basically be like a kingdom. It's not even, I mean, I can't imagine what it looks like, but yes.
I mean, I think that I actually snickered when I heard that. But look, I mean, Prince Al-Walid, I mean, he's the Warren Buffett of Saudi Arabia. Now, if I think they're cleaning up the government's act going into this IPO, because there's a lot of due diligence that has to go on, and to list this on foreign markets, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult.
Why do you think that? It's always just about money, man. It's just a power play. If it was difficult, man, look at how many people just kill people, man. It doesn't matter. Look how many. Yeah. Look, it doesn't matter what country, man. Everyone's doing business. Russia goes into countries, overtakes countries, and everyone will still do business with them. China, basically, years ago would do anything, and everyone does business with them.
Yes, absolutely. But look, there's a lot more going on here. It seems to me that they are preparing for war with Iran. I mean, the first was the blockade of Qatar by themselves and the allies.
Yeah.
Iran has been provoking them a lot. And, you got a, like you said, very aggressive Prince MBS there.
Yeah.
Who feels like he has the backing of Trump.
Well, he don't need the backing of Trump. He just needs the backing of his father.
Well, yes, he needs the backing of his father, absolutely. But, he has the backing of the United States on this one against Iran. And that's got to make them feel good.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're big friends with Saudi Arabia anyway, but I understand what you're saying.
I think we're a lot closer to Saudi Arabia than we are to Iran. How's that?
Yeah.
I mean, certainly. And if they could do some damage to the theocracy, I don't think we would mind.
I guess, yeah.
So, look, oil. Tom, it's a crowded trade. You got the highest open interest in history. You got a lot of trend following longs in that oil market. So that's number one. The other thing is, you have a trend that's supported by the fundamentals still. You got the high Brent spread. You got crack spreads that are still high. And that's significant because the price of oil has come up a lot, but the price of products have come up more.
Yeah.
So, you have that we're just under $20 on the gasoline crack. We're at $23.50 on the heating oil crack. This rally in crude oil has not done anything to dent the product prices, which is a sign of real demand because of economic growth.
Right.
So
Look at this. In June, folks, I got the unleaded gasoline wholesale right now. So in June, we're at 126. You're at $100.79 a gallon.
Yeah.
That's a monster, man.
That's a monster move. And usually when crude oil moves up, the gasoline doesn't follow it, especially, Tom, at this time of the year.
Yeah, right.
This is not the driving season.
Right.
This is the weak season of demand. So, it's a crowded trade, open interest. Again, here, take a look at this. Let me put a quarterly chart up so in the den they can see. Take a look at that. We're at 2.586 million contracts. That's the highest level in history. Now, from a technical perspective, rising in open interest and rising price is a bullish validation for a trend.
Okay.
And we could take crude oil a lot higher. But we also know that, if we go back to the daily chart, we're up here in overbought territory here. And, if this thing were to turn south, crude oil looks as good. What I could say about crude oil here, I do like it. I mean, everything supports it. But it looks as good here as it looked bad on June 21st.
Yeah, well, and what's interesting, too, is that, the XLE followed it yesterday. The XLE has been a mess, folks, okay?
Right.
And, it hasn't been able to get a bid at all. I mean, we're talking about for a couple years.
Right.
Oil got the bid, but the XLE didn't. Well, guess what? It got it yesterday. It got it.
Well, this geopolitical issue sheds a whole new light on. I mean, if you're going to have, war or real turbulence that can affect refining. Listen, if they're firing a missile at the airport, then nothing stops them from firing missiles or blowing up production facilities or refining facilities. You start that, then you're going to see fireworks in the oil market. And even if they don't do that, logistical problems in the Gulfs could be problematic.
Well, I don't even think you have to go outside the country. I mean, at the beginning of the day, they're putting people in the Ritz. I mean, when Tommy and I were on the air yesterday, there was a machine gun fight with one of the princes, and he didn't want to go, and they killed him.
Right.
Yeah, that's internal strife, right?
There's internal strife and external strife. And for crude oil, nothing is more bullish.
Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. We had the Dow finish up 8, NASDAQ down 18, S&P's off a couple. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We are talking commodities, and let's just go to a couple stocks here because we got a couple that are getting hammered here. Fossil, that's probably going out of business anyway. Fossil closed at 685. It's trading at 573. And let's see what this is. Man, you talk about a one-way trip. Hate to be in the clothing business, folks. Bottom line is that, I don't know if we're not buying clothes. We got too many clothes, whatever it is. This stock has gone from $138 down to $585. So let's see what they say. They say, the earnings per share, they expected a loss of 27 cents. And they lost 8. That's still bad. So, Andy, now we're going to get API numbers out, too. Pretty cool, man.
Yes. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's talk about some other commodities that are going to follow in oil's footsteps, perhaps.
Yes.
We have natural gas. Last year, natural gas made lows during this week, the week of November 7th.
Okay.
Looks like we saw the low a week early this year.
Yeah, it took off like a rocket ship.
Really like the price action here. We get through 320. We could get up to 335. We get through there, it's going to be very interesting. Last year, we rallied up to just under $4 from a lower level. So, we're coming into winter. The expected injection this week is going to be only about 15 BCF.
Okay.
So we're not going to reach 4 trillion cubic feet like we did the last 2 years. I really like natural gas here. I'd buy it on any dip, Tom.
Yeah, it's pushing with
really
big volume, man, right?
Yeah. I like the push. I like the price action. Listen, it's been a rough trade for a couple of weeks, and it's very hard to buy the bottom. But I think the pressure's off the natural gas market right now, and now it's looking towards winter. Now, oil's related to some other markets here, Tom. Sugar is one of them. In Brazil, here in the U.S., we use corn for ethanol. And we have the WASDE, incidentally, on Thursday.
Okay.
And expect some support for corn from higher gasoline prices and higher ethanol prices.
Yeah, this is cool, man. Okay.
And also expect some strength in sugar, which we saw today, rising towards the top end of its trading range. In Brazil, they use sugarcane to make ethanol rather than corn. Brazil is the world's leading producer of sugarcane in the world, so that's what they use for the biofuel. Here in the U.S., we use corn. So very, very interesting. The crude oil market has ramifications for a lot of other commodities. Certainly.
Now, folks, as Andy and I are talking, when I was doing the intro here, that Andy has this course going on. You can come over, you can test drive either one of his newsletters. You're going to get this course because this is so crucial. And, commodities are always important. But, as you're going through this, Andy, you can see you got big action now, man. I mean, because we have movement, right? And one movement, especially in the oil market, it can push a lot of things around.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mike in the den is asking about wheat. I'm just telling him that don't expect much massive stocks in the wheat market coming in. The action probably will be in corn and in the soybeans, I think, in the WASDE report. But going back to what you said, I always like to answer the den questions. Those 12 lessons, Tom, this is what I learned over 40 plus years.
Right.
In the markets, and what I do is in the course is I kind of put it together in an evergreen way where basically teach like I do in Denver about market structure and the way to look at these markets. And those listeners who've been with us for a long time know that, like back in June, we were pointing out to them that, hey, these processing spreads are not bearish.
Yeah.
These are clues, important clues that, just looking at the price itself and the technicals itself, you don't necessarily get.
Yeah, no, I can see that, man. Pretty wild.
Yeah, it is. Couple of other things I wanted to go through. I mean, there's so much action.
Well, even yesterday, gold and silver caught a bid then too.
They caught a good bid yesterday, but today the dollar index made a marginal new high up at 95.07. I think that weighs on them. Listen. Gold and silver don't know which way to turn. They're looking at the geopolitics, and that's bullish. They're looking at the dollar, and that's not so bullish right now. And I think that what you're seeing is you're seeing them kind of sit here. I'm kind of hoping they pull back into the end of the year because I think it'll be the third year in a row where it'll give you an opportunity to buy it cheap for 2018. I do think they're going higher, but I just don't know if they're going higher in the next 7 weeks. I kind of favor soft into the end of the year.
And it's amazing, Andy and folks. So picture this, when you, and I'm saying this in the best way, but it is really sad. When I started the gold report in 2001, right? There's plenty of folks that thought gold can go to $5,000. I was never in that camp, okay? But when you look at Bitcoin, you can say that, they're going to be scratching their head, man, because it's like in 1 year, we went from $1,000 to $7,000.
It's a much smaller market cap. It's
I know that,
market.
But
there's a lot of gold.
My point is that things can go like that.
Things can go hyper crazy, no question about it. And given the right set of circumstances, gold could do something crazy. But don't forget, the bottom line with gold is central banks around the world hold 30% of the gold ever mined in the history of the world, and they use those stocks to manage the price.
Right.
So, it ain't running away so fast on the upside. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the reason that Bitcoin's able to do that is because there's no central bank intervention.
Right. Interesting. Yeah.
So, that's my take on it.
Well, anyway, good. All that has to happen now, folks, is that just keep buying the GLD, because eventually the GLD, I think, is the third largest holder of gold now. And eventually you'll get the rest of them out of it. I'm only kidding, by the way, folks. You'll never get the central banks out of it, exactly.
Right. You'll never get them out of it. The central banks are gold holders because, listen, the central banks are the quietest gold bugs in the world.
Right. For good reason. Yeah.
For good reason. Did you see any API numbers come out yet?
No, not. They're always slow on these, man.
They're slow. So, coffee.
I got him. Here we go.
Awesome. Here we go.
Okay, so you had crude inventories fell 1.56 million barrels. Gasoline was up 520,000. Distilled was down 3.13 million. That's a big number, right? Cushing was up 812,000.
Bullish, Tom.
Yeah. Well, the distilled, that's a big number on the way down.
And plus you had rigs, the number of rigs decreased by 8 last Friday, according to Baker Hughes.
Okay.
So you have rig counts falling. You have crude inventories falling. You have this craziness in Saudi Arabia. I do believe we'll get to $60 a barrel on this move. Can we go higher? That's a function of whether things are going to get even more crazy in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be very interesting. I think I read that that Al Waleed's net worth is something like $33 billion.
Okay.
Something like that. If the government's going to expropriate that's a nice little deposit in their sovereign wealth fund.
We'll see how that whole thing shakes out. I suspect that a lot of this is going to be, are you with us You against us? Are you going to shut your mouth? And
Yes.
I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Are you coming along? Yes,
You know?
I agree with that. I
And,
agree with that.
You know, this is where it's going to go. And if it's not, guess what? It's my way, you know, the highway. So
If they don't do it, it's a offer they can't refuse.
yeah, we won't hear from them again. Gotta love it, man. Hey, we look forward to the show. 20 minutes, man.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Snap. So Snap, bottom line, that's Snapchat. Snap closed at $15.12, trading $12.65. This equity did an IPO at $17, offered to 230 million shares out there, and has been having a tough time. Now, what's going to be intriguing here is that you're at 15.12, close today at 15.12. Your high of the low is 13.14. You're trading below that. So that's saying that it's going to go after its high volume low. That's 11.50, 11.28. And it's going to be intriguing to see how this shakes out, because it's at 12.75 right now. Numbers go like this on it. You had the daily active users estimate was 180 million. They came in 178 million. The big mess here, the big miss, is revenue. So the per share loss They expected to lose 15 cents a share. They lost 14 cents. So they're still losing money hand over fist. Now, this is the number, though. Revenue, the estimate was 235 million. They came in at 207 million. It's a monster miss. But bottom line, I'd keep my eye on the bottom, that low that's out there at 1128. Because when we bring this back and put this on a weekly or a monthly, it's going to need some monster volume in order to crush that. Because what we had done, folks, is this. We had done 243 million shares in August at that level. When we came down 3 weeks ago, you did 98 million. So if, in fact, you are bullish on Snap, or I think that, okay, at some point someone's going to take them out, you want to keep your eye on that number, because that number actually down at the 1128 also isn't your highest volume low. And what happens is this, is that this thing got smoked from $23 and $17 to $17 in May, the week of May 12th. Volume there was 284 million. It goes sideways, makes another low at 243. First time I tried to test it tested it with 93 versus 243, rejected it. Next time it tested it, 98. So your correlation is 98, 93, into that 243. So it's going to be kind of intriguing to see how that shakes out coming down there. And if it comes down with higher volume, don't even think about it. You get lighter volume, bottom line, different ball game. We go take a look at the XLF. Well, actually, let's just start picking some of them apart. If we go into Goldman Sachs first, you're going to see Goldman Sachs was down 2.4 million shares, 360. That's after making a high out here, 2.5 million. We get a high volume low at 235. It's going to go after it. Bank of America, all the banks, they sold off out here today, which is pretty wild. Bank of America was down 57 cents, $27.18. Also had volume off the high, 65 million shares, 67 million shares on the way down. Let's go take a look at JP Morgan, which is the strongest one out there. Bottom line, that also got hit. So whoever owns all these bank stocks were basically pushing these out today. Down $2.03, $98.75. 15 million shares traded after a high of 13 million. And if we go right into the XLF, you're going to see the XLF doesn't move around much. Bottom line today, 37 cents. That doesn't sound like much, but guess what that is, folks? That is taking 1 month of trading back in 6.5 hours, and you did it with volume. We did 70 million shares after making a high out here of 68 million, and then testing that high with 41 million. So bottom line is that you can expect that you're going to get some follow through here. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, you had, let's see, we had Ford down 17 cents. Let me put this. SP. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so there we go. Okay, you had Verizon up 4. Intel was up 8. We had Qualcomm up $1.58. Oh, Qualcomm, yeah, well, Qualcomm cut that bid because what you have is you have Broadcom that wants to go after it. GE up 8 cents. Let's go look at GE for a second. So GE is one big mess. Yeah, you bounced with light volume. It's been a one-way track on the way down. GE right now is trading at 2021 on its way down into this high volume low of 1135 to 572. That is about as intense as you can get too, actually, if in fact that's where we're going to go. We go over and we take a look at GGP. Now, GGP, this is what's been happening each day, too. Now, this is pretty wild, folks, in the environment that we're in. This week or last week, we had intraday out here. You had Broadcom basically saying that they're going to go after Qualcomm. It's unusual intraday, let's put it this way. What we had out here today, you had Brookfield. Brookfield is a huge REIT that it looks like they're talking with GGP. Now, GGP is a retail real estate company. They serve, let's see, managing, leasing, redevelopment solutions, customers throughout the United States. Oh, yeah, this is General Growth. I see. So General Growth, yeah, this is a big monster, man. This is the second largest mall operator behind Simon Property. Well, this is going to be weird if Brookfield's going after that. Because Brookfield, so check this out, man. This is weird. So Brookfield, Brookfield Asset Management has held talks preliminary with GGP. Now, well, let me just see if this might be a different Brookfield than it is. Okay, so because you know what there is? There's also Brookfield, folks, which is a REIT that specializes in senior housing. This isn't it. It's BAM. This is a different one. BAM. Yeah, but this is Brookfield Asset Management. They provide property infrastructure. Yeah, maybe they're the parent, though. No, this is a different one. This is from Canada. They probably want to move out some of their Canadian dollars. We'll see. So if we look at GGP, which is General Growth, this is the second largest mall operator. This is a mess. So these guys must have B malls. So this equity here, that's not that bad actually. This equity is down from 31. You're at 22. Yeah. If we go to Simon, which is the largest mall operator, that's at 159. That's still hanging at highs. That's down off its high of 228. These malls are going to get hit, though. You know, we'll see. Interest rate-wise, I mean, it helps them dramatically, you know, having low interest rates, no doubt. Dow Industrials finished up 8, NASDAQ down 18, S&P's off 2.5. You stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Twitter. What do we have with Twitter? Twitter is going to 280 characters, folks, right here, right now. Bottom line, 140 to 280. This is just coming across. So if you're out there on Twitter, guess what? We're up at 280 now versus that 140. We get into the XLE. Andy and I were talking about oil. Bottom line, XLE, wants higher price. So it's going to get intriguing. Taking a look at some of these oil stocks in the next few days. The XLE is trading $70.73 is the ABC structure on the way up. And the GDX gold, silver equities, they caught a bid yesterday. Nice bid to bottom line, back down a bit today, light volume. They both want higher price. GDX is trading $22.73. Your swing point out here is $23.99 from October 13th. It's building some cars, it looks like, to get into that level. We go take a look at the weakest gold stock out there, and that's Barrick, folks. Barrick still hasn't got out of the cellar. That's going to be important for GDX. Newmont's much better. Newmont's the second largest weighting inside the GDX. That baby's at 36. Royal Gold caught a nice bid. Royal Gold is at 89. Royal Gold's going up for its highs, 94 to 104. Nico Eagle, AEM, also bottom line, higher price. Nico Eagle is at $45.04. It got off the bottom last Friday. I suspect we're going to build some cars to get into higher price. And Rangol, which did get hit last week, bottom line, it's repairing some damage from the low of 89. And Great Panther, yes, Great Panther caught a nice bid. Big bid out here today. Great Panther up 5 cents. It doesn't seem like a lot, but you had the volume behind the move. You get 1 million shares. You're back inside the $1.21. You're right at it. That's saying that also does want higher price. You stay right there, folks. The man, Mr. Andy Hicks, coming up next to growl and prowl with you. And always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need's inside you, folks. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you gonna do right now? It's real, baby. Go have a blast with it. Stay right there. Andy's coming right back. Look at him, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.